Hey, Jolynn, how you doing? All right. Thanks for kicking things off. That's awesome. Not always the easiest thing to do, so I really, really appreciate that. Now, I've got your post up right here, and let's go through. I think it's a really, really good, very effective process book so far. Let's go ahead and go through and see what we have. So you've got your this beautiful title page, very nicely done. Definition of the problem and introduction of the solution. That's fantastic. Um, I'm noticing something over here. This page right here is right aligned. I would stick with left alignment on here. Right now you've got left alignment here, and then on this other page, this second page, you go right alignment, then you're back to left over here, and it looks like you're on left alignment for the remainder of the presentation. So that page that's showing right alignment is an anomaly. I would go ahead and left align that just to maintain some consistency. Where did it go? I think it was the second. Here it is right here, the solution page. Okay, so you've got functions and features. Awesome. Research findings, including your target market, demographic needs and behaviors. Excellent. You've got your competition, your analysis of the composition. Make sure you give pros and cons for the composition. I'm sorry, for the competition. Did I say composition? For the competition, you want to give pros and cons. Um, Pros and cons of functionality and features, as well as the visual design and usability. So pros and cons all the way along there. All right, we jump into personas. You've got your personas. You've got your scenarios. You've got your storyboards. Outstanding. Great job there. Okay, wireframes. You've got your wireframe sketches of all screens. That's fantastic. You've got your paper prototypes, photographs. Great. This is fantastic. Um, okay, couple of things we need to go from here. And then you've got your digital wireframes, which look really fantastic. Don't forget to take that logo there and make sure you use that logo on your title page. Right now, it's a different logo. I'm sure you just haven't. It looks like you modified it to include a logo, but let's go ahead and get that presented over there as well. Might consider rebranding by including maybe a header area with the logo on each of your pages. Home favorites profile. Good job including this global navigation. I think that's really, really important, especially that home page. It's just so important to get back home if you tend to get lost in your navigation. Then you have your user testing. So a couple of, so this is great. Everything's great. This is fantastic. So where do we want to go from here? Let me see, a written summary of all the tasks and usability testing. You've got that. A written analysis summarizing the results of your user testing. So don't forget that. That'll definitely be in your final next week. Digital mockups of all screens, got that. Project summary, bibliography, got that. Now there are some additional things, not required, but that's things that you might consider for inclusion in your process book. Influences, mind maps, your scenario task flows, a sitemap. You've got your sketches. You've got your wireframe sketches of all screens. That's fantastic. And then summary of design elements for the process book, which is again that's really optional. But that's like things like defining the colors and the typefaces and the layout choices you used for your actual process book. So think about that. That's not really necessary, but I would say definitely consider a sitemap, consider scenario task flows, consider mind maps and influences as well. Again, those are optional, but recommended. So really a fantastic job. So at this point, all we got to really do is get in here and start really getting into your results of your user testing. Did you shoot with your camera? Did you shoot the user testing session? That's always a neat thing to include. And one thing I would recommend in the final is geez, I mean, I've been recommending this, but if you can video the user testing session, oh, that would be phenomenal. I'm going to show you a couple examples next week. Where previous students have actually included a video of their user testing session right in their process book. It's really cool, very effective. So think about that if that's something you want to pursue. Okay, so I don't see the clickable prototype being submitted here for critique. So I don't know if you're going to submit that later or if we're just going to jump right into grading for that. But this is fantastic. Process book is coming along beautifully. Great job. Hey, if you have any questions, Jolynn, please let me know. Thanks very much.